Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I think Indiana Jones 5 is cursed.
Something's up.
It might actually wind up being a big pile of shit because
That's not nice.
people working on the movie have norovirus. So we're going to talk about that. This movie is seemingly cursed. 50 people working on Indiana Jones sent home because of
50!
50.
Oh my god.
So we're going to talk about another delay in production on Indiana Jones 5, and this is coming after the movie was already delayed countless times, and then Harrison Ford got injured.
Let's hope he doesn't get this too.
Yeah, so far he hasn't, and I'll tell you, as someone who had norovirus a number of years ago, you do not want it. It's the sickest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, it
Horrible.
was bad. I know Squid King was real little, and he was so sick. And then, like, he lost so much weight, and then 2 weeks later, he got ear infection too, or like a week later. It was horrible. It was just awful.
So we're going to talk about it, the cursed movie that's Indiana Jones 5, seemingly. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 235,000 subs.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you so much for the support. We do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company. We talk about Lucasfilm and Star Wars and pop culture. And we've been talking somewhat about Indiana Jones 5. I don't think either one of us is actually excited for this movie.
No.
I don't really care. I'm like, why are you doing this again? It's like, oh, money.
That's money, yeah.
Literally, that's the only reason this thing exists. But yeah, countless delays. And Harrison Ford got injured, and that pushed things back. And, there are rumors of this being his last outing and him being replaced with Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Right.
With a female Indiana Jones.
Which I don't think anybody was surprised by that. I mean, as soon as we heard that he was doing this film, we're like, okay, they're going to replace him with a woman. You knew what was going to happen. Everybody joked about it from day one. It's still not confirmed, so it's still a rumor, but it's probably going to happen.
Yeah, so now we have yet another setback for this movie. As reported a couple days ago that filming is in jeopardy once again. Up to 50 people are sent home after a
50.
norovirus outbreak. Now, for those of you who don't know what norovirus is, it's often called a cruise ship virus. It's gastrointestinal distress, and that is putting it mildly.
Yeah, it's a lot of puking.
It's a lot of puking, a lot of pooping, a lot of your stomach making noises you didn't know it was capable of, and just feeling like you're a step away from death.
And it lasted quite a while when you had it.
It depends on, there's different strains of it, but the strain that me and Squid King had we're talking like 2 weeks. I think we were out of it for about 2 weeks.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I just remember you were sick. The reason I avoided it was because it turned out I was pregnant.
Yeah, you were pregnant, so
My super pregnancy hormones protected me.
They did. Your immune system was boosted, so you didn't have to go through with it. But yeah, it was pretty awful. Sickest I've ever been in my entire life. Absolutely dreadful. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But yeah,
and that's how many people were sent home so far.
Yeah, and there were other people sent home because of coronavirus too.
Oh, okay.
So can you imagine getting them both at the same time?
Oh gosh, I can't even. Let's hope it didn't happen to anybody.
Yeah. So anyway, filming for the upcoming Indiana Jones movie is in jeopardy following an outbreak of norovirus. It's described as the winter vomiting bug. Yeah.
It's something.
50 people had to be sent home from Pinewood Studios. It comes after leading star Harrison Ford, 79, recently returned following surgery on a shoulder injury, which put him out of action for 3 months. This movie is cursed, I swear. Like, there are a lot of problems.
Stop while you're ahead.
Just stop it. Stop making this movie. That's what God is telling you.
And if you're just going to make it Indiana Jones again with a woman, just probably stop too.
Just stop it. So filming is reportedly in jeopardy once again after an outbreak of norovirus spread across the site. Up to 50 people had to be sent home. Harrison Ford came back. He's not the only one it's not the only movie in peril. Ant-Man 3 is also in peril. Source implied to The Sun that the likes of Harrison and other big names have not been affected.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
But the crew who make it go.
The crew are probably going a lot, yeah.
That wasn't what I meant.
They're going a lot.
I feel so bad for them because it's terrible. Yeah, and they said there's also a lot of COVID. Oh my gosh, these poor people.
They've been dropping like flies. There's also a lot off with COVID. It's been a double whammy. Yeah, so
Ironically, isn't the story behind why he used the gun in the first movie because he had diarrhea?
I think so. Yeah, I think
I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure I'm sure somebody's going to correct us in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. They had a more elaborate fight scene planned, and he's like, I got a shit real bad, so I'm just going to shoot the guy.
He's like, I'm sick, I'm out.
That's what happened. So yeah, over 50 people have been struck down. That doesn't include the stars. They could maybe film it with a cell phone or something.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Mail Online have contacted representatives for Harrison and Lucasfilm for comment. Norovirus outbreaks were reported to be 3 times higher than usual, as top experts warn the bug can make a comeback because of easing of COVID restrictions.
Okay. I'm not going to comment because I don't want to get our video in trouble, but I'm just like, really? Okay.
People who are allowed to leave their houses get sicker than people who aren't allowed to leave their houses.
We're not even going to go there. Unfortunately, there's no vaccine for that either. So
no, there isn't. The health fears on set came after it was revealed last week that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is being tipped to replace veteran actor Harrison as a female version of the fictional professor of archaeology in the adventure movie franchise. Somebody put X-Lax in the donuts.
I don't think so.
No, that's not what happened. Because X-Lax doesn't even work as well as norovirus.
No. You think the stuff they give you before colonoscopy works? Getting the norovirus.
Yes, you will poop out your lungs. No, not actually, but it feels like you're pooping out your lungs. It's really pretty horrible. I mean, Squid King, not to gross, but he was like every 10 minutes, like clockwork, he was vomiting.
Mm-hmm. It was awful. He was little.
And there was
he was like what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, he couldn't keep anything down. Like we would give him the anti-vomiting medicine, and he would still puke it up. It was
awful. It was terrible. So I don't wish that on anyone.
It was bad. The film industry is awash with rumors so they're gonna make it all about her.
Wait, what?
The film industry is awash with rumors that the Fleabag star will take over as the main Indiana adventure.
So wait, they're not even gonna have a story about having the shits without making it about a woman.
They're like, they can't even have that. Like, yeah, a whole bunch of people are sick, really, really sick. Did we mention that they're gonna replace Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford? Yeah, we know they're using the de-aging technology because he had the dots on his face, or he's got the measles. His measles outbreak.
No, it's the dots on his face.
Yeah.
But that might be next. Who knows?
Insiders claim that Kathleen Kennedy, the Hollywood producer behind the franchise, is keen to make big, bold changes.
She's keen to do a lot of things.
Bigger than switching the lead character to a woman.
Well, that's just cliche for her. That's just like, day that ends in Y. Water's wet.
Yeah. Can you vagina this?
Yeah, pretty much. Can it vagina?
Can it vagina?
Well, that's insulting to those who don't have vaginas.
That's true. Whole lot of pussies at Lucasfilm right now. A lot of people hit and run on Twitter. I'm just saying. Yeah. No, anyway, so it's kind of making the rounds, and people are like, oh, by the way, they're also making Ant-Man 3. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Yeah, nobody does.
Well, that's the same. It's going on at the same place. It's at Pinewood too, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, but nobody cares about Ant-Man 3. Actually, I'm sort of curious. I'm curious because that's the one they're rumored to be reintroducing the Fantastic Four. And the rumor I have heard is that the Fantastic Four have been trapped in the quantum realm since the 60s. So we actually would get the 60s version of the Fantastic Four, and then the joke would be that, well, it would be like that one movie with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah, Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past, where they're like 60s mentality and they bring them into modern day. But I think that actually could work because they are kind of a throwback and be like,
it'd be interesting.
It would be interesting, but
funny.
Who knows? Maybe it won't happen because it's just that opportunity has been flushed away.
I don't even care anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, they'll ruin it.
Just assume they're gonna ruin it. I mean,
yeah, pretty much. And if they don't, then you can be happy. Or even if it's quasi good, it feels like it's an amazing improvement.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happened with Shang-Chi. People were like, "Why'd you give it such a good review?" It's like because we had zero expectation for the movie. Like we had no expectation. It was like, "Wow, that didn't completely suck."
And we don't have to ruin the movie. The actor's doing plenty good all on his own, causing himself a shitstorm, which is a whole other story.
Yeah, and I don't think we can talk about that.
No, but go look that up.
Go look that up.
Reddit posts.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's not coming from any like quote unquote alt-right news sites. That's actually there's an article about the Shang-Chi actor on The Advocate. I can't verify any of that information, but you might want to go out and check it out, and you decide for yourself. Mm-hmm. But that has nothing to do with this other shitstorm.
No,
which
but there's
is,
a lot of shit going around. It's Hollywood. It's just a one giant pile of shit. It's like the Jurassic Park movie, and it's a giant pile of shit. Are you ready?
Yeah. We're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah.
We're gonna wipe our hands clean, wash our hands.
Wash them twice.
Wash them twice just to be sure. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.